So, do you stare at your the cat a lot?
Yes. I love that the cats let you stare at them. Dogs do not. And yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I want to
She's not
kill
intimidated at
maybe
all.
she doesn't have autism.
The cat.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love that she's not intimidated by staring at her.
Mhm. Well, how's everyone doing?
Good. Better.
Better than
I'll be all right.
Better than I was last week, I guess. I tried to do a time lapse video without a tripod, and then I got a tripod over the weekend, so I've been playing with it, and that's like, oh, this is so much easier.
you're gonna try your tripod.
Yeah. Yes, I've been trying different angles. I'm like, oh my gosh, because yeah, I kept trying to get an angle, and I was like, I'm getting literally nothing in this view.
Nice.
Yeah, so much better. No excuse for myself anymore.
Wow. Wait, do you know what Kaizen is, Kimber?
No.
I was telling Jen about this. It's the Japanese philosophy of constant, continuous, tiny improvements. So yeah, so it's like in production, we just try to do tiny improvements like every day or weekly, and then but if you look at yourself like 3 months from now, it's like it just you like go up a big step.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Yeah. Hi, Mickey. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Been a minute, so I'm glad you're
Glad to be back.
nice.
Yeah, Kimmer, I also always have like one thing that I can't do that I want to do in every like that's why I like these agreements that we have over, all right, let's try to do this, because it is prompting me as well. Like in my time lapse video, I'm like, oh, now what I'm going to do for the sound, I'm like, all right, well, I need some sound that, doesn't have
Yeah.
copyright or whatever. So I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? So I opened up GarageBand and threw a couple loops together. I'm like, good enough.
Yeah, right.
But now this next time I'm like, oh, I've done that once. So just like you got a tripod now, and now like the next one's going to be easier.
Right.
I'm like, oh, the next one I'll be able to just put some dumb thing from GarageBand and it'll get better and better, like Andy was saying about the Kyle.
I just have never had to film something without like a student filming it for me that I needed both my hands free. And I was like, oh, okay. So I wish I had just thought ahead of what was I going to do my time lapse with, and then what would I actually need? Because I don't think I was actually realizing like, oh, I need to find a position for this phone, and then I wish I had just like did that.
Yeah.
You live and learn.
Yeah. Especially like my assistants also are just like never available.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I think with every creative prompt, you get more stuff you want to do, or the prompt, like and so it's kind of like being in art school, where each prompt is kind of a little assignment, So that's cool.
That's been nice.
Yeah.
So Jesse, did you want to talk about your beard? Or sorry, was I allowed to say that?
No, well, you are my bossy friend. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, so I have the experience of sometimes when it was spring, like needing to change things, like cutting my hair. And this weekend, I woke up on Sunday and I was like, oh my God, I need to cut my beard. Because it is just like, the reason that I started braiding my beard was because when it got so long that it was like on the countertop as I'm like trying to wash the dishes or whatever. So I started braiding it to get it shorter. And then I started tying it up in circles to get it knots to get it shorter. And that's why I tie it to like when it's wet after the shower so that it'll make these curls so it'll be shorter. But now, guys, it's like so long that even with all this, it's like dragging around on the table and I'm sick of it. So
when are you going to cut it?
Huh?
When are you going to cut it?
Well, I was going to cut it on Sunday. And
Let's see it.
Let's see what let's see me cut it.
Yes.
I could cut it right now.
Yes.
No, there should be an official Jesse
No,
Cut
that's what. Yeah.
Beard video.
Oh
With
yeah.
Video.
Yeah, with music and stuff.
I gotta cut like at least a foot off of it or something, because this is getting ridiculous.
And are you gonna auction off the beard?
We have merch now.
Oh my god, I can send it to you, Andy, and then you can tie up your mail trades.
Oh yeah, we can sell it to your OnlyFans crowd.
Yeah, sure. I'll get right on making an OnlyFans profile so that I can cut my beard and sell it there for some extra cash.
No, I definitely think there should be a video with like editing tricks and music while you cut it.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta wait another week, guys, because it's 8 o'clock here. By the time we end, it's 9, and Julie's picking me up at 4:40 for the airport. I'm going to Hawaii.
Oh, you should cut it after the wedding, because then it'll be long in the wedding video. Yeah. That's my advice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try not to just effing cut it, and I'm building the drama, I guess.
Cut it out, Jesse. You're not
You
cutting
could cut it in Hawaii.
I could.
Tropical haircut.
I could
You
do
have
a
3
ritual.
videos where you cut one strand on each video.
Oh yeah, that would take a really long time.
A triptych.
It's true. Of the 3.
Yeah.
You could cut one strand in Hawaii and then one at Andy's wedding.
In Portland and one in
somewhere
Boston.
Yeah.
Maybe. All right. I need some more creativity into this project.
You can auction it off. You can be like, if you guys raises so much money, I'll cut my beard.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you subscribe to my channel, if I get 100 subscribers, I'll cut my beard.
You can pick a worthy cause and start a GoFundMe. Go cut me.
Oh yeah, it's true. It's long enough I could cut it for a chemotherapy wig.
You could.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, well I think you have a few ideas there. Now you can sleep on it and let your spirit guide talk to you.
All right, I'll ask my spirit guide.
All right. Okay, the second thing on the agenda. Does anyone have anything they want to talk about? Okay. Kimber, I printed out your email. Can we talk about this email you sent me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is so good. Okay. So Kimber got the email where I sent out the possible transits that we could write programming for. I don't know. Mickey, did you get that email?
I did.
Now, remember, everyone has to self-select here because we're a bunch of bossy friends around here, apparently. We're going to figure that out today. Are we friends or what are we? But you have to self-select how much production you want to be involved in because we're all volunteers, including me. So I think, if this overwhelms you, don't let it overstim you. Don't let it ruin your night. Just say, I don't want to do that. Okay. But we do have several choices. Kimber, do you want to talk about these or should I talk about them?
You can talk. You can share them, and then I can layer in if it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first transit we're looking at, on top of the videos that we have scheduled to do just for the moon signs, is March 6th. The Venus is going to conjunct the Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. So Kimber's idea was a clown face makeup tutorial from the Clown Vets. She said she would be happy to attend as a rookie and try to keep up. It feels entertaining and fun. Mickey, also, if you're interested in maybe having a clown face, maybe this would be fun. What do we think about the clown makeup tutorial? Or we could do clown makeup time lapses as well.
I like it.
I'm sorry, I missed. It's Venus conjunct what?
Saturn, Neptune.
Oh, and they're both still in Pisces.
Well, they're on the Pisces Aries cusp. They're like right there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. They're dissolving.
Are we still doing the art video show your stash that day too?
Yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, theoretically, we have to look at the schedule to see.
Yeah,
Let
I was
me-
just throwing out ideas.
No, I like this idea too. I just wanted to.
Okay, I'm looking at my schedule on March 6th. It's a Friday. Okay, so we have Show Your Stat. Okay, we have Show Your Stash. I also am going to the WWE Friday Night SmackDown, so there's that. Okay, so and that's going to be a good transfer to SmackDown. Okay, so we could do it at 3 p.m. PST. Is anyone interested in that?
I gotta go get my calendar. I'll BRB.
Okay.
So we're gonna be on camera all together doing it live, is what we're saying.
Is that what your vision is, Kimber?
Yeah, I was trying to think of things that we could do together, but I was feeling like with Saturn, like a tutorial would be cool. Yeah, so like you guys are just, and that I'm like, I could be a student, and I think we could, if anyone else wanted to be a student, Debbie would be fun too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Debbie, because she's working on her clown face. She's gonna
Yeah.
watch this video of this meeting.
But I would like to just get materials, and that maybe that'll be my first time, because I am really bad about with like face makeup, but I'm willing to laugh at myself and try to work on it.
Oh, like those of us who have done it before could put it on, and then the other persons who haven't could get that same planetary whatever, and then also use it.
Yeah.
And it would be like, no, dip your brush in the water and then do it on the white and put the white on first.
And we can help you design your clown face because
Yeah.
each clown is a different face. So, like, if Mickey was there, we could help Mickey design her face too. Or Alexander, you're always welcome. I know you're busy, but yeah. Oh
These
yeah.
are the things we want. Anyone who's coming.
Yeah, you should link. Yeah, you should promote it on the Facebook page too. Like, what kind of supplies should we have in advance, or if you can get it and link it. But I think that'd be cool. Like, what are your tips or tricks?
Yeah. So, are we down to schedule at 3 p.m. 6 p.m. on the 6th?
Yeah, that works for me. Here, I gotta go get my marker so I can write it in on my calendar.
I've got face paint, but
Oh,
I
you
don't know
do?
what to do with it, so I'm happy to be a student.
Hey, Mickey, I feel like I don't know what to do.
Is this all ages?
What do y'all think?
It's because Fiona, my daughter, she'll be 15 at this point. She made a whole clown bio for herself. It was adorable. And her clown's name is Minnow. She's never done it. She just theorized it. So
You
I
got
was like,
a baby clown with you in your frame.
yeah, my little baby clown, Mary.
Clown Spawn. Clown Spawn. I think it's okay to have her there. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it would be a good vibe for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna I'll send an email with all the things that we schedule, so you guys will have a list of the schedule after. Like, I'll send it tomorrow if that works for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's cool. Thank you for this, Kimber. This is really cool idea. Okay. Then on April 12th, which is a month later, we have the Mars conjunct Neptune and Aries, which Kimber thought of a magic battle game live stream or fantasy escape room, and we come dressed up.
Which day is this?
April 12th.
Oh my God, yes.
So
I like the idea of coming dressed up. Sorry, Mickey, what'd you say?
costuming, would we all come in costumed?
Yes. Okay, so I don't know if we can do it the 12th because we already have our start all in the Taurus room. Can you guys do it the 11th, and is that close enough?
The 11th we were gonna do. Oh no, that's March. Never mind.
This is April 11th.
I'm free currently.
We could do 5/8. I would have to do 5/8. I could also do 4/15, 7/15.
I have to be a maybe. My kids have a concert that night. I'll try to get out of it.
No. Go to your kids' concert, and we can always do it without you. Okay.
Saturdays are hard for me.
Okay. So let's see. We could do it Sunday morning. Like we could do Sunday the 12th at 11 a.m., 2 p.m.
Yeah.
April 12th. Sorry, this is boring for you, Alexander.
Tell me what we're doing again.
It's a magic battle game. I think we should do a battle jam where we talk about creatures and how they can kill you. But we're all in outfits.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay.
I love the outfits. That's really why I'm coming.
Yeah, I definitely want to come to that one. That sounds fun.
Can I bring a date?
Sure.
Are they over 18?
Yeah, it's Sam.
Okay.
He's in his second Saturn cycle, so he.
So does that work for people? 11 a.m., 2 p.m. on the 12th?
Yeah.
Appended in.
Okay. Battle jam with outfits. Okay.
Whoa, what was that?
Me singing.
Oh.
Okay. April 16th to the 22nd, Mercury's conjunct the Neptune Saturn. Jenna and Kimber share the UX sessions they are looking forward to the most, plus any we can't decide between, and have Andy, Debbie, and Jay-Z and Mickey and whoever else weigh in and help with refining the funny commentary.
But I only want that to happen if it's funny. Like, I feel like just like low stakes.
Or she says we can share a cryptogram or a cryptogram race or trivia.
What does that look like?
I was thinking more like on Facebook posting, not videos, but just like a cryptogram throughout the week of the 16th through the 22nd.
Oh, interesting. I like that. We can do that for Facebook. Okay.
Like each of us sign up for a day or something and just like have a word puzzle sort of thing.
That's a wicked cool idea.
Or maybe it's a riddle that you figure out the cryptogram and then it's a riddle to figure out the answer. I don't know.
I have to look up what a cryptogram is, but I love
the
that.
cryptogram.
Oh, I love them. They're like just different letters or stand for other ones. And so it's just like a bunch of random letters and you can see when there's contraction. So you're like, okay, this is a T or an S.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like a substitution cipher.
Yes. And they're fun when it's like saying something funny or if it's like a well-known quote.
Oh, okay.
I like that idea. Sorry.
I'm just going to need to go early-ish in that sequence because we leave for Greece on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Now you just have to mention Chiron.
Chiron.
Okay. So I love that for the Facebook. Do Jenna and Kimber, do you guys want to do the UX sessions thing or just the cryptograms?
Are we able to make it lighthearted and funny?
I was more like, do you think that would be entertaining for people? I don't need, like, Jen and I can also meet on Zoom to talk about it because we want to. So it was more like if that would be fun or not fun, then I don't want to do it if that's not fun to people.
I think if you guys stay positive about UAC, it would be fun. I think the UAC people might see it, so you just got to be positive. But
yeah.
Oh, no, we're very positive.
We wanted to talk I wanted to highlight the ones I'm most excited for, but then Jen and I are having, I want to go to 4 sessions in one time. And I'm more like trying to figure out which of the 4 should I go to. I don't want to be mean about sessions I don't want to go to.
I love it because like Mercury Neptune gets all confused and then Mercury Saturn's trying to dial it in. I really like the concept of that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down to be in the audience for that. So let's look at that. That's April 16th. So when do you leave for Greece? When do you leave for Chiron?
Saturday.
On the 18th?
Yeah.
Okay. We could do it April 17th at 3 p.m.
So our 6 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is UAC still going on then?
It's not till September.
Oh, okay.
Kimber, does that work for you?
Yeah, 17th?
Yeah, at 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m., Kimber, Jenna, UAC Jam. Okay. I'm going to call it the Confusion Jam.
Yes, because I don't know if we'll make decisions because I feel like That's the problem. We've narrowed it down for most of them, but these ones I'm like, I really can't.
Okay. Okay. We're almost done. We have 2 more. April 23rd is the Venus conjunct Uranus, which is, I love this, chaotic acts of kindness. I love that. And then Crazy Hair Day was another thing that was thought of by Jenna. And then it says another idea specifically thinking of just photos or posts, not videos. Art that makes a political statement, like shouting out an artist that does that or linking their work. There are these challenges where you share your artwork for like a week in a row on Facebook. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah.
We could do something like that where it's like challenge, like the art or like the music share challenge. We could do that week. But I like chaotic acts of kindness. Maybe we could have chaotic acts of kindness on Facebook, and that we just go around like telling everyone that we love them and stuff like that. What do you guys think of that?
I like it.
Okay, so we can do
Well,
that.
it's much needed in these dark times. So yeah.
Can I do it in Greece to strangers?
Sure. You can, if you film it. If you
I'll
film
get
it.
Sam to film it.
Okay, cool.
We'll be on scene.
All right, Crazy Hair Day. So how are we going to do Crazy Hair Day on April 23rd? Let's see. That's the live stream. That's under everything under the sun. Let's do everything under the sun Crazy Hair Day. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I won't be here.
Oh man, you guys are both missing it.
I'll be in San Diego.
Maybe that's the day Jesse trims his beard. No, I'm just kidding.
Poor Jesse, growing till then.
No.
Okay.
It's
And
when
then-
I wear a wig of it, having cut it and saved it.
Yes. And send
I
some to
think
Andy,
I-
and Andy can wear it.
What's that?
Send Andy some. You guys can match.
Oh yeah.
I'll make
No,
it.
I need it all for the toupee that I'm gonna make.
The comb over toupee. Okay. All right, the last one is
You can make one of these with it.
Oh my god, you can make a stuffed animal with it. Okay, so June 9th is the Venus conjunct Jupiter in Cancer. And we were thinking about, well, Shane thought of a dessert party, and then Kimber thought of a love dessert party with spa and pajamas.
Oh, I meant like I love the dessert party idea.
Oh, you love the dessert party. We should do a dessert party in our jam jams.
Yeah,
That's what I
definitely.
was thinking.
Okay. So this is June 9th. Let's look at this. Okay, June 9th is a Tuesday. I could do it at 2:30. We could do it 2:30 or we could do it actually 3/6 that day. Does that work for people?
What day of the week is it?
It's a Tuesday.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, 3 for dessert and jams party. Dessert and jams jam.
My kids have jujitsu, but I'll try to get their dad to take them that day.
Okay. If you can't be there, it's okay.
Okay.
Dessert and jams. Okay. All right. We got everything scheduled. Kimber, I really appreciate your ideas here. You have 2 other ideas, which is videos on school shootings and safety in America.
Yeah. I was just saying things I like to talk about.
Well, I thought that might be cool for the Mars-Uranus conjunction.
Like one of the debates.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it could be a debate about how to handle school shootings because it's such a hard topic to figure out what to do about it.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I could be into that.
Would you do it with someone?
Yeah, I'd have to think about what we're like. Is it something we're debating? I have like more questions. I've explored into the astrological lens of it all.
Well, maybe we don't do a debate with that one. Maybe it's just a hard conversation, and that's why it's the Mars-Uranus is like we let it be like a tough conversation because it is.
Yeah, because I would love to have a hard conversation about that.
Okay, let's do that during the Mars-Uranus. We got one debate, by the way. We got George Vassiliadis. Do you guys know George? Oh my God, troublemaker George. He's such a troublemaker. And he has a Mercury square Mars. He like makes overly sexual comments a lot. And what else does he do, Jesse?
Yeah, he would make people uncomfortable at the Tuesday group with his overly sexual jokes that people preferred to take offense to than think they were funny.
Well, he has a Mercury square Mars. So we're not. If George is watching this, George, we love you. I love George. I think he's such a character.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Absolutely, because like I'm telling you, people preferred to take offense to it. They were doing it on purpose, like rather than take it in the spirit of like it was a joke that George said.
Yeah. Well, and we try to create a safe space, but we're also kind of like a adult school, so it's like we're walking the line of that. But anyway, we got George to debate this girl Alicia, who's one of my students, and she has a Mercury square Mars. So they have a composite Mercury square Mars, and the topic is who benefits more from marriage, men or women.
Oh, I'd love to be in that debate. Tag
Okay.
in.
Okay, so we got a debate going. So we have 3 spots left. We'll do the school shootings on one of them, and then we have 2 more on the Thursday. So we're looking for 4 more debaters. If anyone wants to be in the debates, please let me know. Anyone here want to be in a debate?
I'd be in a debate. I don't have a topic though.
Okay, we'll have to find somebody. So what can we pair you up with? Somebody who has a hard Mars. We'll have to find somebody.
Mine's unaspected and it's out of bounds. It might be cool to find someone else that has an unaspected out of bounds Mars.
Yeah, or somebody who has a Mars opposed yours or something like that. We'll have to work on that.
Me.
Yeah, right, Kimber.
And mine's out of bounds.
And then you also said, Kimber, that you want to do serial killers and family massacres. Okay.
Okay, you're making me sound like such a weirdo today.
I love this. We have another teacher who does serial killer astrology, and I was like, we should pair you up with him.
I was talking to Jenna about I can talk about family massacres all day, and I know that sounds so crazy to say.
Well, dude, we're crazy adult school, and astrology looks at all.
I thought maybe we wait till spooky season if there's not like if it we have something to think about.
Well, let's do it during Scorpio season. And the guy I have who focuses on this is a Scorpio, so we can have you and him on. John Marani. Yeah, totally. Okay, Scorpio season. Okay, all right. Thank you guys for your patience on that scheduling thing. I wanted to do it as a team. Any other comments or questions about this? All right, Kimber, I want to just commend you for taking the time to do this. I feel like I'm not a man on an island alone.
It's my Mercury Saturn. It came in for this.
I love your Mercury Saturn. Okay. All right. Okay, now we're on to a more inclusive topic that with Alexander will be really good at, which is friendship. Now, why are we talking about friendship? Several reasons. One is I get confused about friendship and work. Like, I'm always just like, wait, are we friends? Are we working together? Like, what is going on? And so then also the Saturn-Neptune conjunction is like sitting right on the edge of my 11th house. And so like I'm starting to deal with friendships in this Saturnian way. So, okay. So I wanted to talk about this. Do you guys think that we work together or that we're friends or like what are we?
I think you guys are my friends.
Yeah, it feels like I feel like creative collaboration, but I also like to work with my friends though.
Yeah, I only like to be friends with people who like to do things and who like to hang out with me. So like that's kind of why I think we're friends, because I like the kind of friends that hang out and do things together.
Alexander, did you consider us your friends?
Yes. Well, I don't know Mickey very well, but I think for me, friendship comes after a time. And I've been hanging out with you guys for some time, and Jay-Z for however long we've been doing the Sunday thing. So I feel like Jay-Z has become my friend over time.
It took 50 hours.
How much?
Well, 50 hours, right? A year of Sundays.
Wow. That went by fast. So, you know, back in the day, we used to say acquaintances until you became friends. And then there's colleagues. Since I don't know shit about astrology, I don't think you're my colleagues, but you're my friends.
Well, are we your production colleagues or your art colleagues?
I'm not really a production guy. I'm only here because I like you guys. I'm not part of the production team. I don't produce anything, except that. And
So you're here for the friendship.
yes,
Okay.
the people I work with interpreting are my colleagues. And I'm close to a lot of them, but they're not necessarily my friends because we don't do anything outside of work.
Interesting.
And
So
the
Mick-
people that live next door to me, I don't see very much. So they're acquaintances. I don't know that we need to have categories and labels and put these people in silos, but I'm careful about my friends. I don't want any friends on Facebook that I'll have to, for example, Facebook, that I have to get undo later, unwatch, unfollow.
Mhm.
I'm careful about who's close to me because I don't want to hide anything. I just give you my guts. You can protect me with it or you can slice me with it, but I don't want to hold back. So my friends are people that I can give my egg yolk of a heart to and they won't mess it up. So I guess you're my friends. I don't think you'll do that.
So Mickey, I know you better than most of these people, and we've kind of worked together. But like, do you think that we could become a friend crew to you if we all keep hanging out and doing stuff together?
Yes, I do. I mean, I feel like I was going to the Tuesday night group until my drum lessons switched to Tuesday nights, and I was coming for the camaraderie, and for me, it's I don't. There's different kinds of friends, and friends who love astrology are a rare friend. Because I have a lot of friends that when I talk about astrology, I can see them roll their eyes or sigh a little bit or like maybe check their watch. I mean, you know what I mean? And so friends that are willing to talk astrology with me are special and rare. So I appreciate being welcomed into the group and starting to get to know people. I agree, that it's not like friendship happens instantly. It takes some time to develop, maybe 50 hours of Sundays or 50 years of Sundays or a year of Sundays. I like that statement, a year of Sundays. That feels like a poem. But yeah, I think it's entirely possible. We could be great friends.
Yeah, there's actually a calculation. Now, some people say it takes 200 hours to turn someone in from an acquaintance to a friend. And I think that's like a really long calculation. Like, if you don't call, we all have different thresholds of friendship, right? But I do think there is like time spent does create bonds. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're just getting to know Mickey, but after 50 meetings, and everything under the sun's like, we'll definitely probably feel closer to Mickey. You know what I mean, kind of thing. So,
yeah, I don't know about the time though. Like 200 hours doesn't mean anything to me. It could be 50 hours or it could be 500 hours. I think it depends a lot more on feelings than time.
And sometimes it can be 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, haven't you ever met somebody like on a trip or something? You're like suddenly bonded. But sometimes that requires some intimacy that, doesn't really take as much time as being like alone in a situation or something.
Yeah, like on a trip, you're seeing people through different stages of their day, and that has a level of intimacy with it that kind of you bond quicker.
Jenna and Kimber, do you consider yourselves friends because you make your podcast together? Like, do you consider that a work relationship or a friendship or both, or what do you guys think of that?
I think, yeah, you go, Jenna.
I think we're friends.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was nervous about doing it together because I think we're friends, and I didn't want to like ruin our friendship. So that's why we like met and talked. Like I was like, okay, I just don't want this to like be an issue for our friendship. I wanted to add something else though around what I think, Jenna, you were saying, like you see people through different things, and I was saying like I wanted to be y'all's friend, but I didn't feel like your friend at first as I was getting to know everyone because I just met you, and I noticed like if I just saw you on in Everything Under the Sun, I don't think I would have gotten as close to Andy or Jay-Z until I started watching you on other shows, like watching Show Your Work or watching you interview people, Andy. Like that also was really cool to be like, oh, like this is really fun. Like when they're really excited to talk about this thing too. And I think I felt more comfortable on Everything Under the Sun to like, it's like, oh, this is this person. And like, I really like this person. I want to get to know them.
Yeah, I think where this gets a little confusing for me is that like I put bossy friend on here because like this is actually like work for me. I mean, it's y'all are my friends, like especially Jesse and Alexander. I knew in friendship outside of astrology, and then I do get confused though because sometimes I have to make like executive production decisions that aren't friendship based; they're numbers based or they're crowd based, and then I get confused as to like should I be treating a person like like I might make a decision differently if I was basing it solely on a friendship versus like numbers and things like that. And so it's like, can we talk about like the dual relationship of us working together? I want to say that in the Self Management for Actors book, it was talking about how when you act together, like people on a set become very good friends because they are acting together. So I do think we are growing friendships by doing these projects together. Like I think that's really real. How can we successfully like walk the line of like working together and having friendships?
This feels kind of connected to our topic today with like like giving feedback with some Venus in it, but it's like I think like Jen and I've had conversations where we're getting feedback from people in the audience, and it's like we still have to talk through it. Like we're friends, but we're also trying to navigate like what do we want to be true for the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like knowing that it's like it's a shared project, and also if it wasn't going well, then I don't know. It's like I guess I wasn't thinking about it's still work, I guess. So if you need to have a conversation or it doesn't make sense for someone to be doing something anymore for the more press, then you got to have that conversation. Like I wouldn't take that personally.
Well, it's interesting. Like, okay, so how I gauge if someone's actually my friend is if I took them off camera, would they still talk to me? Because I've had people who be like, we're friends, and as soon as we have to take them off air for some reason, they literally won't talk to me at all. And I'm like, that was not a friend. Like, not that I'm counting. I'm just trying to understand. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Jesse, like if we weren't on camera together, would you still be my friend?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we would still meet up every week, even if we didn't broadcast shows. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
So
think sorry.
no, go ahead.
This feels like what Alexander was talking about a little bit, the difference between acquaintances and friendship. So, like I work with some people that I feel really close to, but like when we're done working, some of them, we still continue to do stuff together, even though we're not working. And others just go away and, they're good with that. And I think when I look at it later, I think, well, they were an acquaintance.
Yeah.
And these other people I got close to and we became friends.
Friends can like go in, like devolve, is that the right word, into being an acquaintance too. Like I'm thinking of the different communities that I no longer am a part of because I don't show my dogs anymore, or we don't homeschool the same way we used to. So those communities that we used to belong to, it's kind of like I don't see those people as much, and our lives just took different directions. So like we kind of became a little bit stranger to each other.
They're like proximity friends. So it's like, yeah. I mean, I would be hurt if I was taken off of a show and then you didn't keep talking to me because I would be like, okay, I'd like our friendship to be still a thing.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I was heavily involved in 2 theater companies for a great number of years, and they're both gone now. And so one of the ways that I know that those who in those companies were my friends and who were just colleagues is how I miss them. So it's a barometer for me. You know, there's some people that I may not see again. And I had a theater show too, and I had the same actors come all the time. So I don't see them anymore. And because I miss them so much, I know they were my friends and not colleagues.
There was this part where I was reading self-management for actors where it was like saying you have to figure out who's a friend to you and who's actually a colleague, right? Because colleagues, you can be very friendly with colleagues, right? Like, and you know, sometimes I have this with Billy because you know he's my producer, and it's like, are we friends? Are we colleagues? And it's like the other day I was like helping him clean out this room in his house, and we are just chilling out cleaning this room, and I'm like, this is a friend move right here. Like, this is what you do for your friend, you know, kind of thing. But then, like, there's other times where, let's say, a band comes in and he has to go away for like a month or two to do that, record that band. He's absolutely going to push me down his queue and push me out, and he's not going to even really talk to me much because he's busy. And I'm like, in that moment, that's a colleague move of we're not working together right now. I'm working on something else. And so I do think we have colleagues, like there are colleagues who feel like friends, and I don't want us to get confused as to be like, we have to be solely friends to do this together. It's like, I think it's okay that we're colleagues, but also there is a friend. I don't know. Like, what do you guys think about the colleague friend line like that?
Well, what do you think about transits coming into play of things too? Because like people have different, you know, impulses and ways to use the energy that's flowing through them at different times. It's different energies, right? So when you're talking about a friendship between two people, you have two individual people, that energy is flowing through them, and they've got different things going on in their lives and their transits, and maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with their depth of their friendship, but it's just like what's happening at the time. And I have friends that like I don't talk to for months and months, and then when we talk it's like you know, we hit each other up and we're just like right back there. So I don't know.
I think too, I've left jobs where I thought I was going to stay in touch and I didn't. But I think sometimes you don't always know the line between colleague and friend until later. Like, and I don't know if you need to know.
Right. I agree. I don't know if you need to.
Well, I think one of the reasons to have this involved in a production meeting is that so we can like prevent hard feelings as people transit in and out, right? Like this kind of came up a few weeks ago when Jenna was like, I get sick of groups and then I leave or whatever. I know we've clarified that, Jenna, but it's like, what if Jenna had, you know, we were talking about her midlife crisis transit, or like her Uranus opposition, like it hits her moon and opposites her Uranus. She's like, I got to leave this place, right? Like, should we be offended, or how does this crew take the coming and going of people per the transits? You know, I don't know, what do you guys think of that?
This reminds me of when Jenna left a group and I was like, we were colleagues in this group, but we were friends. But I was like bummed, but I also knew this was so good for her. And so I remember, and I know that was really hard. And so I texted her on the side of like, I didn't say I'm devastated you're losing. I'm so proud that you're doing what you need to do for you. And then we continued talking. And I think that like, that was really good. But I feel like just kind of knowing like teachers leave all the time. And it's like, you got to do what's best for you. You know, your job, the world keeps spinning and you can't just stay here if this no longer serves you. Like my care for you doesn't depend on that. I think like kind of making that known of like, I want people to do what works for them. And if it's like, they need to take a break or like step away, not taking it personal. And like, I don't know. I think just kind of having that energy helps because I want people to be here because they want to be here. Or I want to support them. Like, I know I've had people where it's like, I'll always write you a reference. I'll always want you to be successful. Even if I love working with you, I don't want you to worry about like me having to replace you. I want you to go and do something that will make you happy.
I think that's really real. That really impacts me because as a 12th house person, sometimes I have to dip back. Either I'm working on a writing project or I'm in a 12th house mode. And so I might withdraw. And it doesn't mean I stop liking anybody. It just means that I'm in a 12th house place. And I'm curious because what you just said, JZ, is we've got this Saturn Neptune conjunction. Where is it landing? For me, 0 Aries is my 7th house. So what is that? How is that going to impact I'm wondering, and I'll ask it, how is this going to impact my friendships? Because that's not just friendship. And I don't know. Here's a question. Is 7th house friendships or is that more partnerships? This gets into your question, Andy. Is this a colleague thing, 7th house? Is this I've heard people say that no, marriage really isn't 7th house. That's, 5th house or, what do you guys think about that?
I think I've heard this before. This is not my original thought. 7th house friends are friends because you love them. 11th house friends are friends because it benefits you. And that's not like in a shitty way. It means like we actually have something to learn from each other. It's a give and take and blah, blah, blah. Like if you're friends with someone because they're an astrologer, that you could also have a friend that's an astrologer that's a 7th house friendship because you just love them and care about them.
So this could be more of an 11th house friendship.
Yeah, but I think that you could also have 7th house friendships within this group too.
Yeah, I think anyone that's who partners up and benefits you in your career or your life, I think could be 7th house, and we could act as 7th housers for you, just by intention. We could say, okay, we'll 7th house with you,
That's so cute.
So cool.
Yeah, totally. Well, I want this to be a place where we can get close. I will tell you that one of my love languages is Facebooking, and the reason is that is time. I don't know if it's autism or extroversion or gifts or whatever, but I love making and building friendships on Facebook, and so the more time I do spend with each of you, I do feel closer to you. Jesse doesn't like to Facebook or he doesn't have time, so we don't build our friendship that way. Kimber's not super strong on Facebook, but you do come to Tuesday group, and so I do get to know you there, and so I do think there's going to be some of us on this team who end up spending more time with other people on the team, and maybe there's going to be like micro friendships that grow through that, but we can also be like a crew of kind of colleagues, and I think we can like grow and morph with each other.
Yes. I said something to say. So we went to a wedding this weekend that was a 7th house friendship wedding, and for us. And as I'm at the wedding, I texted Andy like multiple times just because things came up at the wedding that I was like, they were talking about Randy Savage during the best man speech. I was like, I gotta text Andy about this. So I said to Sam on the ride home, I was like, I guess me and Andy are really friends because I texted her from a wedding that I was at. And like normally I'm very like locked in on whatever I'm at. So it's just funny that this is coming up.
Well, that's kind of why I brought it up because I think like you definitely want a friendship with me, and like you've even talked about it with Stephen Forrest. You're like, and I wanted to be friends with Stephen, and it's like I think I just need some clarity on what does that mean. Like to me, like I'm friendly with like a lot of people, but and that's why I don't even know if we need to define things. But it's like, are you welcome to text me? You are welcome to text me anytime. If I don't get back to you, it's because I'm sleeping or I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just have things going on, right? Like, but like, would I ever be like, oh my God, Jenna thinks she can, I'd be like, nice, like, I like, so anyone on this team could text me at any time. And maybe that does mean that we're friends because there's like a level of accessibility to each other that not everyone has. Not everyone can text any of us, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I this does beg the question of like the power differential thing of like, and this kind of goes back to our equality, everything under the sun. It's like, I do think that if we had to name names, like I would say that I'm probably the CEO of Moira Press, right? Does that make a power differential with people on the team, and does that affect friendship? Can a CEO really be friends with somebody who's like in their, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm not saying I don't want to be, I do want to be, but like, with the Ricky show that just happened, like that was a friend of mine on that show, but now she's no longer my friend because I had to make production decisions and keep Ricky for production decisions. But that has like affected the friend, and so sometimes like the CEO in me and then the friend in me, I get confused, with the dual relationship there. So, um,
I deal with that because I have authors and I become really friendly with the people that I publish their books. I feel like they're my friends, and some of us become very, very, very close. We are friends. We're sisters or, relatives on some level. But then some people don't have that perspective at all. And, I've lost some friendships because I am the publisher. So I'm making the executive decisions, and that can be difficult for some people. But it doesn't mean I don't want to be friends. It just means it can be a challenge, just like you're saying, Andy.
oh my God, that makes me feel better. Because I do want to be friends with all you, but then sometimes I have to make decisions over like numbers and, just weird stuff like that.
I definitely think dual relationships are possible, and that's not something that I, as a child or young adult, ever would have thought, because I was raised in a family that was business owners or worked for themselves type people, and my parents always said you do not mix friends with business. But then they also like didn't take their own advice and did that, but then we're constantly like kind of in the mud with it, either getting screwed over or losing friendships, like what we're kind of alluding to here as a potential pitfall. But now, like my 9 to 5, how do we say that? The thing that pays the bills or whatever is I work for my friend's nonprofit organization. And we were friends for a good 5 years, like pretty close with overlapping different communities, some like deep bonding through our shared experiences. And now I work for her, and it's honestly like opened up our friendship even more, because like we talk to each other on a regular basis, kind of like we all do here with Moira Press. We talk to each other every day, and I'm like, I'm seeing this other side of my friend, the business side, and getting to know her on this other level. So I think sometimes it can be really cool and actually help you to bond as friends even closer, to have the like kind of dynamic relationship, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're getting to know the person in a bigger way. So it's kind of like you're accessing parts of their chart that you didn't have access to before. Even if you were like a 7th house or arc of intimacy, 4th through 8th house, like really heavy in there. But now to have a 10th house type of friendship, or maybe you start going to a spiritual community together and add the 12th house in, I think it can work.
I think if the friends understand the chain of command, that the chain of command is set in place not because the people like the CEO thinks they're better than you. It's just like Mickey has to make the publishing decisions because that's the chain of command. Like if she doesn't do that, the publishing doesn't go, right? Like if I don't make chain of command decisions, like your show's going to go off air because I won't be on air. You know what I'm saying? It's like so I think if my friends understand that I actually have to make decisions at a level because of chain of command, like then, and they're not hard on me about that, then the friendship's fine. But if somebody's like, "How could you?" and you're like, "I'm a CEO," like so I think it does depend on. I think you're right, Jenna, that some people it's possible to duel with, and some people it's can't deal with the complexity of the dual relationship. And I think it probably depends on the case.
Yeah, and understanding the different hats. Like if I do the social media management for my friend's nonprofit, and if she says to me like, "Hey, the tone you used on that post isn't really aligned with our organization," like I can hear that as Jenna, social media manager hat. I don't hear it as like, "My friend hates me" hat. Like it compartmentalizing it, I think, really helps.
We could even do that on purpose. We could say the friend in me feels like this, the CEO in me feels like this. We could even do that, right? Or like
Yeah.
with Kimber and Jenna like working together, you'd be like, well, the podcaster in me feels this way, but as your friend, I feel this way. Like we could even do. I don't know.
Yes, I have a coworker that I think we met. Like she communicates one way with her coworker boys, but then as my friend, that's the text message. That's after work. We will talk about it. But she's like, you shouldn't have said it like that. And I can help you rewrite this. Like we should do it this way. And it's like I think that's good. I don't know.
I think boundaries are important. You know,
Yeah.
even among close friends, what you will and won't live with is really has to be in the forefront of your brain all the time. People cross boundaries; they don't know it sometimes.
You
I
know,
think
oh, go ahead.
Well, I think sometimes if you bond like fast and furious, both people can kind of forget about boundaries. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
of a friendship that I had that we were homeschooling together, and then this person was like, "I want to join the gym," and I'm like, "Well, I go to the gym. Come with us." And then we started doing that, and then she's like, "Let's do couples dates," and I'm like, "Whatever, okay." So then we tried to get our husbands to like each other, and then something fell off in her personal life, and she was worried, like we went back to drinking. Not that she had a problem or anything, but she thought I was going to judge her for that. So she cut all of our friendships, all of the different relationships off. And it was very confusing because it was almost like she wanted to adjust one area of how we related to each other. But because we had enmeshed ourselves so fast and without consciously thinking about boundaries and thinking about compartmentalizing, I was like, oh, I guess we're not friends anymore because you're embarrassed about one thing.
I think the reason I have this conversation with this team specifically is I think we do have the ethos that we want to be friends. Like, I mean, who wants to be friends with the team? Raise your hand. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's try that different hats thing. Like the friend of me feels this way, the boss of me feels this way. And like let's try it because I do really think that this is a great group of friends and that we can and from self-management and actors it says the people you act with because we're actors will be the best of your friends or they can be. And I think we should go for that.
Yeah.
It's also situational sometimes. In theater, you're together for 12 weeks. And sometimes actors, production people, directors, playwrights get as close as they can possibly be to any human being, but for 12 weeks. Except in Deaf Theater, where it's 15 weeks. But, and then that ends and they fall back and they're not as close as they were for those 11 weeks. And I think that's great.
Because
Well,
you were doing intense work. Sorry, Andy, I keep cutting you off.
no. Well, I think Jay Z and I have the goal of keeping this going for indefinitely. I mean, right? Like so
Yeah.
we're gonna sit here and be here, and people can come and go. But I think if people have to go for their transits, like if Mickey needs to go do some 12th house work or something, our feeling with that will be like you do you and we will be here being your friend when you come back are we going to chase people? We don't really have time to chase people because we are here doing this, but I do think it's kind of like a hub where if you are a regular and then you leave and you come back, the regulars are still there, and I think that's kind of what it would look like.
Can I say I think it's kind of connected, but I think when I first was in a group with Jenna, I was going through a lot. But when I was feeling extra emotional or like I just didn't want to go because I didn't know these people very well or I didn't want to feel like I was doing too much. But I think then like as I got more comfortable, I would just keep going. But it makes me think about Tuesday group. And I was sad one day and I'm like, you asked how I was feeling. And I said, I'm not feeling well. Or like Jay-Z comes to a production meeting and it's like, he had a bad day. And I think just being able to not feel like you have to hide when you are, whether it's one day or if it's like you're going through something, that also helps. Cause then it's like, even as a friend, but also professionally, it's like, I'm still here, but I'm going through something and knowing like your colleagues know that and can kind of hold space for you or know like why you're not showing up like in the same mindset that you normally do is like helpful. And it's, you know what I mean? And I think that's important for me at work. It's like maybe we're not BFFs, but even like on a colleague level, I like to be able to say, hey, this is going on for me, like, or this is where I'm at. And that makes me feel supported.
Like vulnerability.
Yeah. Like I can tell when I feel comfortable and like safe with people when I feel like I can still show up if I'm not my best self. Or I can say, be honest about why I need to take a step back.
Yeah, I think transparency about emotions is totally welcome here, and especially since we know the transits, like we would totally want to know how you're really doing that's part of your role is to be you, you know. So
Mhm.
all right, well, I hope this I feel so much better. I just feel like we can really do this as friends and colleagues, and I really appreciate you guys. I have so much gratitude for everyone, and I'm just so appreciative.
You
So
can fire me whenever you want.
heck no, man. You guys are
I
doing
won't.
awesome. So all right, thank you all, everyone. We will see you tomorrow on Facebook.